Hi, guys. Hi,
Hi.
Rob. How are you?
Excellent. How about yourself today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I have the pleasure of being here with Rob LaPeir. With that being said, you are the owner and operator of Silver Swords Armouries. Can you tell me, what do you guys do?
Well, essentially, we're a small private martial training academy. We specialize in various different forms and arts of medieval and Renaissance combat, basically anything to do with medieval or Renaissance Europe. Archery, quarterstaff, axe and knife throwing, sword combat, as I said, from a number of different time periods and cultures. Self-defense classes, knife fighting, atlatl throwing, high-powered pistol shooting. We do all kinds of different things here.
Okay, I have to know then, how did you get into this?
Well, I've always had a love of medieval history and interested in various strategic and combat forms, and so combining the two of them together was always a bit of a hobby. And when I retired a few years back from being an engineer, it was a very easy step to switch that over to become turn my hobby into a bit of a business.
Why is it an easy step? Like, I know a little bit of your history. You kind of taught me, you were the person who taught me how to shoot my first bow and arrow. So we did have quite a bit of time of kind of talking and kind of discovering why you got into this, what you kind of did before this, a little bit of your background in regards to archery. Can you share that with us?
Yes, I've always had a love and a passion for sport ever since my dad bought me my first bow and arrow when I was 6. I had always taught it part time as a hobby. I was very passionate about passing the information and things I've learned along to everybody else. I have a bit of competitive background in the sport and a couple of the other things that we do here. And now, as I said, it's something I prefer to pass along as a passionate interest to other people that are interested in getting involved.
What What do you guys offer? I understand what you guys do, but do you guys only do one-on-one sessions? Like, what can people expect?
We do small class sizes, so we'll keep the instruction small and intimate, and we basically do both introductory lessons as well as ongoing lesson packages and all the different activities that we offer. So we offer a lot to the potential student, a lot more than just a one-off thing where they can come and try something. And that we offer ongoing lesson packages as well, so they can further their interest in instruction in anything, the activities that they're interested in further pursuing.
That's amazing. Do you guys do group sessions or birthdays or anything of that sort?
We try and stay away from the birthday party atmosphere because in a case like that, it's more of a social atmosphere. People are more interested in the party and the socializing, and the activities that we do here become secondary. And because what we do here is from a safety point of view, has a certain amount of potential lethality to what we do, we try to stay away from the party atmosphere. Party first, maybe come here first, go party afterwards. But we try and stay away from turning the activity here into a secondary activity. When you're here to train, you're here to learn the activity, and you can go party somewhere else after that.
Absolutely, completely understandable. I know when you trained me, there was a lot of steps, tips, tricks, procedures that go along with archery.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things that people don't realize when it comes to the sport that they should?
The fact that you are, if all intents and purposes, on a live fire range with a more than potentially lethal weapon being put in your hand. I'm very, very thorough with the steps and that, much more thorough than some other places would be, because I don't really want to put you in that position without a modicum of confidence on my part that you know how to behave and handle yourself, both on the range and how to handle and operate the equipment properly. The little bit of extra instruction involved that we go into instead of the 10-minute quickie instruction that other places have been known to offer goes a long way towards you not only understanding but much better enjoying the sport by getting much better at it much quicker.
Absolutely.
More than happily put a little bit extra time into the details of the instruction to make sure you get a better understanding of what's going on.
Yep. Now, I know that you quickly touched on it. You said that prior to this, you were an architect, no, an engineer. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, stationary engineering. Worked in the petrochemical industry for nearly 30 years.
Well, what made you transition?
Well, as I said, the other things that we do, I was doing as a hobby, anyways. And that we used to do the Renaissance fairs on the weekends. I had private teaching classes on the side for a number of the activities. It was a very easy step to move from retirement into setting this up as a full time business.
How long have you been doing it full time?
God, probably 12 or 13 years now.
Congrats.
Pretty much moved from one to the other.
Yeah. It makes it very satisfying to do what you love. So congratulations. That's amazing. With COVID in place, has your business changed any? Like, do you operate the same way currently?
With some minor things. In the strictest technical sense, we are still open, yes. There are not a lot of classes going on right now. Everybody's doing the social distancing thing. We have the advantage here of being out in the middle of the country, so we're pretty much self isolated, anyways. Anything that anyone could come in contact with, from doorknobs to any of the equipment, all get thoroughly sanitized between each class. We reduced the class sizes from a maximum of 6 down to a maximum of 4 to help with social distancing. But apart from that, we're basically trying to remain business as usual.
Sounds great. Is there anything that people don't know about you or your business other than the fact that you're using a live weapon that
Mhm.
people should know? Or has this kind of been a pretty comprehensive interview?
Yep. There's really only one more thing I would mention. We are a little bit of a stickler about language. We've had a number of occasions where people have shown up where they've had friends or relatives, fresh over from foreign countries, and their English isn't that good. And
Mm.
unfortunately, it does create a problem from a safety point of view. If it takes 5 times as long to explain things back and forth through translators, it's not fair to other people in the class that played for a 2 hour class instead of a 2 hour session in learning or understanding a new language. We're usually pretty strict about the language concerns. If you're participant and you don't have a good command of at least understanding the English language, we would prefer that you did not participate. It's a safety issue. I really don't want to put you on the range with a weapon in your hand if you don't have a full comprehensive idea of what you're doing. You're a danger to both yourself, to myself, and to other students. And it does tend to be a bit of a problem if it's going to take 5 times as long to explain something to you, because it's not fair to other people in the class and that. So, the race, creed, color, religion, sexual, religious preference has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on your ability to come with that. We're just a bit of a stickler about being able to understand the what's actually being presented to you.
Absolutely, completely understandable. Okay, well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure getting to know a little bit more about you and your business. If anyone's looking to take up this really interesting hobby, I personally loved it myself. Please reach out to Rob and his company. As always, always like, comment, and share. Thank you.